Just adjust.
What's up, what's up? I'd like to welcome you all to the Take It or Leave It podcast, hosted by Big Scott, E. Wood, and LG330. Now check it. Your B game ain't good enough, so you gotta be on your A game. And if you disagree, you can take it or you can leave it. Share.
All right, welcome to the show, Take It or Leave It podcast, where we talk about a number of subjects. And tonight's subject, we want to talk about the opening ceremonies of the Olympics in Paris. The Last Supper, which is the theme that they came out with, from what I understand, it was a different depiction. It had, if I'm not mistaken, it had the LGBTQ community doing the opening ceremony. It was weird to me, and I didn't understand the purpose of it. It just seems more and more like they're forcing their lifestyle and what they are and who they are and what they're about on me, instead of giving people the option to look at it, to even understand it. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying too hard for people to accept them. What would be your views on that? Any of you?
My thing is, they knew what they were doing. Now they're trying to say, they knew it would offend people. They sorry, but they had to practice this thing. They knew about this for months. They knew what it was going to do. You had to know what it was going to do. But then, they interviewed a couple of those people that was in there. They saying, there's freedom of speech. In France, we pride ourselves on freedom of speech. So, that's the way we feel. So we put it out there. So basically, look, they can offend other people, but when you offend them, they want to cancel you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to throw you under the bus. But it's okay for them to offend you. But if you do something against them, then they throw you under the bus.
Right. Yeah.
Then looking at it too, man, like it's just it's brought to us for a reason. So is this their way, of even saying, okay, this, we revealing to what's really going on. I always look at like, what's the other side of by y'all doing this? Like, what is y'all, what I'm saying? That's worldwide. So it's like, this is what's about to happen, and it's like, is they revealing truth? Because with the pale white horse, with the Illuminati.
They had that on there.
Or are they putting the truth, the truth right in front of your eyes, and really on how everything is working, and like, this is what it is, and we're gonna keep just doing the truth so you get with it, because this is the truth. And for us, seeing the truth wide in our face, it's like sometimes it had you jacked up. Like, dang, I wasn't expecting this, but they just revealing the truth. They on the inner workings of how they probably been doing. That's how I looked at symbolism and stuff like that.
Well, I believe in their minds, they think they was doing right in their minds, because they twisted anyway. Like you said, but most of them got some kind of mental health issues anyway, whether they want to accept it or not. So. Either they've been molested or mentally disabled, something's going on with them. They're just not thinking right all the time, in my book. I don't know what causes people to do what they do, but I think, something's not right.
Right.
Then they really didn't apologize till people start pulling out that money. When the companies start backing out and all that, now they want to apologize. That was the issue for them too.
Yeah. The money thing is always
because at first they wasn't saying nothing. They're like, it is what it is, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying?
Accept it. Yep.
Right. until that money started being dropped out and people started speaking up. And it wasn't just Christian people either. It was Catholics, Islamic people, everybody. Like, look, this is crazy.
And I don't understand why Paris allowed that to go on. And who is the governing body of the Olympics, and who do they answer to?
Well, you know, this went to their little parliament or whatever, and they was even condoning it.
Right, but then you see too, like, what is the practices that if you go in their country, what is the practices, you know, like when you're going back to, it's a lot of the practices. So in Paris, they figured this was the right way. Well, that's the fashion, you know, all the designers come. So that's what, you know, who gonna bring them, who
Hey.
you know what I'm saying? So they like, hey, this Paris is the spot where
There's a lot of sugar and a lot of tanks.
Yeah, it goes down. It goes down in Paris. It goes down. So just yeah, it goes down. It goes down.
Yes, it is going down.
But
It's going down, all right.
Coming to the point, man, where you know, like you saying, doing things abruptly sometimes, and the even the bigger point is like you take something spiritual to depict, you know, so you automatically know that that's going to bring something religious. You take something religious to depict, and you know that's automatically going to bring controversy, because it's like, okay, like if you know this is dear to these people right here, why do you come for that, but then you say people coming for you? You know, it's like you gotta give respect to get respect. If you don't, that's somebody's religious way of believing and how they, so for you to even go through that was even the more disrespect on the level of like, that's wrong, especially since you fighting for rights. You can't disrespect other people to try to get rights.
You notice they didn't do that. The Muslims, you know, they wasn't going to play with their religion at all.
But guess what? They knew on that day they had the whole world gonna be captive. The whole world pretty much watching it.
See,
They have
what is Paris? Catholic?
Yeah, they're more Catholic.
Catholic, but then looking like now when you go through what all happened in the Catholic Church going on through Paris and any, you know, so it's like, yeah, it's a whole bunch of ways to even look at that on what that was getting to. Like when you break down the layers, there's so many different layers right there.
You know, they always was on the cutting edge of everything, so you never know.
But then they practices too, you know, like what's been coming, you know, that's like priests, you know what I'm saying? How many times we done heard, you know, this is, so for Paris,
It might be normal.
Right, that wasn't such of a shocking thing.
Yeah.
You know, but now for you to actually, like, maybe that's Paris reintroducing themselves, like Jay-Z said, introduce myself. Yeah, hey, maybe they reintroducing themselves. But, you know, on the serious note is, like, you can't disrespect other things and won't respect. And that's, if those lines stop being crossed, hey, live your life how you choose to live your life. That's what you're doing. If you ain't bothering, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody gonna bother you. But when you start doing things to offend other people purposely, then you can't cry victim. You know what I'm saying? You can't be throwing rocks, you know what I'm saying? And then when they come back and get you for throwing rocks, you crying victim, like somebody just jumped on you for out of nothing, you know. And that's the to me, that's the bigger point of everything, because as the world go on, as we live in a modern day Babylon and stuff still continue to go on, you're going to see the things that you heard about. Everything is revealing itself. We live in the revelations anyway, you know. It's like everything is revealing itself. But for the fight in the political ways of things, you can't just disrespect people's religion, you know what I'm saying, and then cry.
Yeah.
But you know,
like, so even the ones that don't agree, if you got others who don't agree with it, now so we should hear y'all standing against what's being done, you know what I'm saying, that way, if you don't agree, you know what I'm saying, things like, yeah.
don't try to push it on us, you know.
Right.
But their whole thing is they don't want guys our age. They want the younger kids. That's what they're trying to influence for the generations to come. Because they know we ain't gonna change our minds. We already said it.
Right. Water free.
We already see it a certain way. We gonna stick to whatever we believe in. Yeah. But now the young kids, you can try to manipulate their minds now. Show that on the Olympics.
After.
Right.
And just even for us, even trying to help the youth, even navigate through different things, to even see the world, not just black and white. Seeing the world broader and like. It's a cause and it's a reaction, so just seeing everything and just making sure we getting those things out, because if nothing else in that situation, it's respect. Like
that's trumps
everything. Right. We ain't got to talk about nothing else. Why would you disrespect somebody's religion and then expect respect in return?
On top of right.
So you in the argument right there. You was disrespectful. So, and then it's like even being held accountable, because then wouldn't that, you got civil things like that's like, man, somebody that's die hard, like, yo, this is, hey.
People willing to die for that stuff. Wars are fought over religion for generations. Right. People will fight over that kind of stuff.
Right.
Blood.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
So, maybe them are some of the things that, even them the conversations that definitely need to be had, just to bring that realization to, like, yo, this, we say it, we you can't disrespect people and think people are gonna respect you.
Right.
And once you get past that part, everybody, like I said, everybody gonna live their life how they live their life, and it's like, no matter, and who am I to judge, how you live in your life? It's not the way I live my life is the way, but it's no matter what you, religion, creed, race, it's a respect. That's universal. What's disrespectful to this person, and if you don't know and then you find out what's disrespectful to that person, you don't continue to do those things. But then also, like, it was the other thing with the battle of the women. You can't tell nobody they can't say they're a naturally born woman. So why can't they say that? It's a lot of confusion, and then it's like questions, and it's a never-ending cycle of things, because you're dealing with, like, at the first part, you are dealing with mental illness in different ways,
Look, let's just be honest. This is a way of life that neither one of us are used to. It's something that we know is outside the norm. They're trying to make it normal. You just got to make up your mind as a consumer who watches TV, as a person with morals. What are you going to accept? I mean, are you going to continue? If we're in the land of the free and we have options or choices,
allegedly,
what are you going to accept? Are you going to keep accepting something like this to be shown on TV? Look, we have to take a stand, morally and righteous, even for our kids that's coming up, because they need to know that this is not right. You're not going to tell me it is. It's not right. And if I don't want to see it, I should have an option not to see it. They would say, if you don't like it, then look the other way. Well, I'm trying to look the other way. You got to give me some options to look the other way, because I don't have to accept it, and I'm not. Now, as a person, I can deal with you. If as a consumer, I can deal with you. But when you want to come out and you want to be flamboyant, you just want to go over and above board, that's where you lose me. And there's just some things that I'm just not going to compromise, and that's one of them. It is what it is for me.
Then after we got past the opening ceremony, then we came out with the transgender. It's
See,
fighting the girl, the female, find out if she's a woman or a man.
see, and it's just
Pandora's box and all kind of stuff pop out.
it's just more it's more issues that are going to come about. I mean, it's
And do your own
just
thing.
give me a choice. Give me my choice. Don't give me the only thing. We should have had a couple different openings. You know what I'm saying? To the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Right. Add more in it. Just don't make it exclusive. So then,
Right.
So
Right.
it won't look like this is what you got to be broader. In the broader sense. Yeah.
Give some more openings. I mean, all we doing is passing the torch. So if that's what we're doing, then we can stage that. We can make it look like they've been going across the country with the torch, looking like they've been running to pass it on and keep it going.
Right.
Give me some options. Don't just force it on me. That's what I'm having the issue with. You force it on me.
And another thing,
My issue though, real quick, and then it's just real quick. My issue will go back. It's just the being able to disrespect the religious thing to me. Outside of everything that what is what we already in the world where we in the world now. So it's like ain't no way around nothing. On how we. But it's like that still just because we in that world now, it don't give you the right to disrespect someone's religion, and that's this particular thing. That's what that comes down to. You disrespect somebody's religion and their beliefs, and you depict it in a satanic, jacked up type of way, and that's messed up for them people. You know what I'm saying? That's because we know that's not how that was supposed to be. If you wanted to do the. But anything that's where it messes it up at where
my thing is you got a small percentage of the population, but they acting like they controlling the whole thing. They getting away with everything, but they whatever agenda they push, it goes through. There's nobody really standing up against them in certain ways. I think they infiltrated every level of government, every level of society. They there now.
Because it's it's the civil rights. Once you start messing in the politics on the perks of doing things and really getting out and see what's available, you can keep moving through and check, what I'm saying, or even on the getting the perks,
perks.
Yeah, just getting the perks.
Well, this has been a viewpoint from men of our era. We know how we feel. The question is to the audience, what do you think? Do you think that it's okay for them to push this to the fabric of our society? Or do you think that we need to, as a community, as a people, as a moral country, to start drawing a line in the sand in some things? We really have to make a decision. We see the things that we thought we would never see starting to play out, starting to show up. And, we always say, believe a person when they show you who they are. Well, here's what we're seeing, and we see what they're doing. So we need to believe what agenda is being pushed. Is it something that we want for our kids coming up, our grandkids? Is it something that can benefit our society? And I don't think so. I don't think it has no benefit at all. So, at some point we really have to look within ourselves, and it starts at home. It starts at how you raise your kids, and what beliefs you want them to carry on as adults. So from Big Scott, LG 330, E. Wood,
That's me.
this is our commentary. This is our viewpoint. You can take it or leave it. We out. Peace.
We can sit down, dialogue, put it in a blog. About to open this discussion, politic with my dog. Partake, participate, or jump in this debate. I'm heavy with opinions, matter of fact, they overweight. Pit bulls and Rottweilers, no room for poodles. Sometimes I even think I know more shit than Google. Plus I'm a goat, or so close to being. Anybody disagree? You can take it or leave it.